everybody, how's it going? It's Jessie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff here on FlossTube. I am coming to you on this Tuesday, August 19th, 2025 with my next update video. Intro take a lot. It's been a lot. You would think that after 12 years and filming as frequently as I do these days, that intros wouldn't be this difficult, but they really are. They really are. Anyway, thanks y'all so much for spending part of your day with me, whether you are a returning viewer or perhaps you were checking out my channel for the first time. Thanks y'all. I super very much appreciate it, especially since my last update, I feel like I just hit stop record on that thing. And then quick turnaround here just a few days later. We try again. We start all over. Anyway, thanks y'all for spending time with me. So we don't have a lot to talk about today. I know I am really setting myself up here, but really we don't have a whole lot to talk about. A couple of administrative things, and then 3 projects that I have worked on since my last update, and then that's pretty much it. I have no haul to speak of this time, and you know, I just realized I don't have haul, but I probably need to, and we'll talk about that when we get there. And plans is limited, but we'll talk about it when we get there. So let's jump right in, and we're going to start with our administrative things. And I think that we can call this introduction a success. So that's exciting. All right. So for administrative things, first up is a quick reminder of my coupon code. I have a coupon code with Floss and Flame. Their shop is linked in the description box below. They also have a brick and mortar. They are an LNS combination candle shop. They make their own candles. And I can attest to them being splendid candles. They are really, really wonderful. But I have a coupon code for 15% off your order, whether you are ordering online or you are in person. And the coupon code that you need is JMDS15, JMDS15 for 15% off your order. Either put that in at checkout online or give it to the person who is checking you out at the shop. And 15% off your order. I think that's really fantastic. It is good through September 26th, 2025. The more that I film, the more that I'm gonna repeat that just to be sure that everybody knows, and you head over to Floss and Flame. So yeah, give them some of your business and get a percentage off in return. I love it. Very, very cool. Okay. Let's get into the giveaways. So last week we kicked off 12 weeks of giveaways to celebrate my 12 years on FlossTube. And so we have our first giveaway winner to announce. I did the draws just a few minutes ago, more than a few minutes because, as mentioned, there was a lot of introductions, trials. But as I said, just a few minutes ago, I did the draw, and our winner for the $25 123 Stitch gift card is going to Babs Springer 6444. So congratulations, Babs. Thank you so much for your comment and for being a subscriber. I very much appreciate you. So in the description box of this video, you will find my email. Either contact me there or get at me on Instagram. I am Jessie Does Stuff on Instagram. I just kept out the Marie on Instagram to shorten my handle there. So get at me either of those 2 places and with your email address, and I will get that gift card sent off to you. And congratulations. Thank you all so much for entering. That was the first of 12. And it's 12 weeks of giveaways, but that's not to say that there won't be more than one winner. So let's talk about this week's giveaway. And this is a prime example. There will be 4 winners here for one of these. And that I have, so my legacy, I think my legacy with the stitching community is Whip Go. And last year I had some Whip Go needle minders made, and I have been steadily giving them out at retreats ever since I had them made. And I am down to my last 4 of this set. So I would like to give them away here to celebrate 12 years and my Whip Go, my Whip Go brainchild, if you will. As mentioned, I have 4 here, and this is what it looks like. It is a wood hexagon. I did the hexagon on purpose. It's kind of a nod to my husband and I playing board games. So it's a little bit hexagon, a little bit stitching, and it is a wood needle minder with rare earth magnets on them. Very strong. I really, really like these. I am having some more made, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for those developments. But like I said, I have 4 left here. So as you can see, we have 4 minders. And for this one, we are going to use, I didn't think about this ahead of time, can you tell? We are going to use the keyword board, B-O-A-R-D. And that's not to be confused with the homophone board, B-O-R-E-D. B-O-A-R-D is your keyword. So if you would like to win one of these needle minders, I will ship this anywhere in the world. No problems there. So please do not say me or contest or competition or anything like that. I will delete comments, and I didn't have to on the last one, so that's great, but I will if I have to. I don't want to invite the trolls. I don't want them around. So please just use the keyword. Again, just either just add in the word randomly, or you if you want to write a creative one. I really very much enjoy reading the creative ones, especially the number of times that Shakespeare was invoked in my last one. That was pretty fabulous. But anyway, board, B-O-A-R-D, because of Whip Go, board, but also board games. That's perfect. So yeah, if you would like to win one of the last remaining Whip Go needle minders, then that is your keyword. As always, please be a subscriber. Also, I need you to be at least the age of 18 in order for me to get your mailing address. Otherwise, I'm going to need parent or guardian permission. So this will run for a full week, and I will draw all 4 winners next time in my next update video, which I am planning to be next Tuesday. I use the term planning to be next Tuesday very much intentionally because I woke up this morning, my throat felt a little bit sore. I'm hoping that that's not back to school crud, and I'm hoping it's just went to bed too late and got up too early. That's what I'm hoping it is, but we're just kind of waiting and seeing as far as back to school illness. So that's it for the administrative things. Let's dive in and talk about some works in progress. I have 3 projects to share with you today. And yeah, so let me get my notes over here where I can mostly see them. All right. Outside of Big Brother things, I have worked on a few things. 2 for Monopoly and 1 for Gridiron Grind. We'll get there. First up, living in this project bag, I was working on Monopoly first. So this is a project bag. This is a Mama Lee bag. Emily C. used to make and sell bags, and so I was fortunate enough to grab one. In here lives Coffee Addiction. Coffee Addiction is by Stitching Jules Designs. So preview here of what this will look like finished. Mine's going to look a little bit different because I am going with a green fabric, and it is a lovely green, kind of pea soup. I love this fabric. So it's highly overcast, very rainy today. It is a beautiful day. We are sub 80 degrees today. But so far colors are looking all right. Anyway, so this is Coffee Addiction, and I was working on this for Monopoly purposes. This is my project for side 2 of Monopoly, and I'll show you the progress. Oh, isn't he looking so cool? I love this so much. I think this is just, it's just one of my coolest whips. I very much enjoy working on this one. Even with the pretty solid stitching that was going on over here for eye sockets, and I didn't see it at the time, but nose holes. Yeah, this is fun. Really, really fun. So I'm stitching this using Anchor 403, Anchor Black, 1/2. The fabric is a 40 count Newcastle linen in oil green from XG Designs. For Monopoly, I needed 500 stitches, and I did 530, bringing me to 3,774 stitches complete, of a total 29,713, 12.70% done. And I have done 1,946 stitches on this year, all of which were for Monopoly. So, oh, I love it. I really, really enjoy this. There are going to be lots more stitching Jules in my future, because I really love this this style. Yeah, very cool. So that's where we are with Coffee Addiction. Up next is a project that has seen a lot of love over the last couple of days, and it has been wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So let me show you the project, talk about the progress, and then I can explain that. This is a project bag by Pam's Needle and Thread. She has a shop on Etsy. I will, of course, link it in the description box below. This is an all fabric bag. She also has vinyl ones, depending on your preference, but they are kind of the larger size, as you can see. So this is Quick Stitch Day and Night. Quick Stitch Day and Night is a chart by Heaven and Earth Designs. The artist is Nadia Strelkina, and this is my project for side 1. For Monopoly purposes, I owed this project 800 stitches. And this is going to be slightly spoilery for Big Brother things, but this was also my project for the current week's head of household. And I have been craving like a 3, 4, 5 day rotation, something that I work on for a few days straight. Something that I can really sink my teeth into. Big Brother stitching is a lot of fun. It's getting lots of variety, but it's almost overcorrecting the variety standpoint, because I pull out a project for 200 stitches and then switch to another one. Just to put that into perspective, today is August 19th. I have worked on 18 unique projects already this month. And that goes against what I like. I like to sink my teeth in. My favorite part of a project is the middle of it, that middle bit where you know what you're doing, you know how you're stitching the thing, the symbols translate to the colors in your head, so you don't have to reference a key or any. Oh, I love the middle of a project. But I like the middle of a project when I have time to spend with the project. And I haven't lately. So, as I said, Big Brother is fun. But I'm in the mood. I'm in the mode of needing some longer rotations. So I did all of my head of household stitching here at the front of the week. because it meant that I got to put in over 1,500 stitches on it this week. So here is, I'm struggling. Here is me struggling. So here is where we are currently, and I am just swooning over how much I love this piece. I really, really love this piece. So let me attempt to fold up again and bring it in a little bit closer. I have been working on page 8 here, and as mentioned, I did over 1,500 stitches this week. I did 1,666 stitches this week, 800 for Monopoly stitching, 700 for Big Brother Head of Households. So yeah, this is spoilery for my week 6, but that's okay. So I'm now at 18,661 stitches complete of 210,648. My percentage complete is 8.86%. And I have done so far 3,162 stitches on this year, which I think is just super fun. I think I've said it every week, but this project was on the shelf for the year. And so 3,000 stitches into a project that was on the shelf, that's pretty cool. So, I mean, really exciting developments here. Moth. I know last time I was geeking out over hitting this antenna, and then very shortly thereafter I got this antenna. This is the first little bits into the wing. You can kind of see that there, and you know, my stair stepper blocks, things are gonna look a little funny. Here's the body of the moth in those blues. So much fun. So yeah, I'm craving longer rotations, and I don't know how to make that happen. Not right now anyway, not with Big Brother stitching, still being the focus. Other than doing things like this, doing all of the Head of Household at the same time, yeah, that was good. It was really good to get some good progress into this, and to work on it for 3 days in a row. Unheard of. Absolutely unheard of. Oh, you know what? I took a screenshot of my Stitchy calendar on Notion. Let me insert that here so that you can see what this looks like this month. I have very few days where I'm working on only one project in a day. Most days are at least 2 projects, if not more than. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. It is starting to help me think about plans for 2026. I don't have anything concrete, anything decided at this point. But I also, I can pretty much guarantee that I'll be doing full coverage WIPGO again. I don't know what project yet. I'm still kind of deciding on that. I'm going to do my break it up into 12. I haven't decided what that is yet, and that may be a vote here in a couple of months. And that might be it for scheduled stitching. I might let small monthly goals go because I've basically done that this year. I'm not going to have multiple, I say this now, I'm not planning on having multiple WIPGO boards next year. So yeah, just some things that I'm thinking about. Trying to figure out how to work on everything a lot. That's really the math that I'm trying to do. How do I squeeze in 700 days worth of stitching into 365 days of the calendar? How do we do that? Anybody figured it out? Let me know. Okay, so let's pause here and take a look at my Monopoly board so that you can see what we've got going on, because I have updated this. So quick stitch day and night, I've done my 800 stitches required for Monopoly. I obviously went over that for Big Brother, but that doesn't count for these numbers. So just 136 stitches, and this goal will be met. And I will be switching to Beach Rat at that point, whenever that happens. The Beach Rat won by an absolute landslide. I don't even need to give you numbers. It was almost rude. But it's totally good by me. I'm good with putting the stitches into Beach Rat. Yeah, very excited about that. And then coming up here before too long, we'll need to do another vote for the replacement for coffee addiction. I won't do that until either it's absolutely necessary or we get under 500 stitches required. So we won't do that this time. But maybe after the next round of Monopoly, we can choose 2 more projects and get to a vote there. So I have 3 projects left for round 21, and I think the next one I tackle is going to be Within a Dream, and we'll just work from most to least. But I should be able to get all of this done before the next round of Monopoly. Jenn alluded to the fact that there may be an extra week for this round. So I'm going to try to get mine done so that I can maybe have some open time to have a long rotation on something. Won't that be something? But anyway, so that's where we are with Monopoly. Okay, let's get to Gridiron Grind. So Gridiron Grind is a challenge that was created by Kim Spartan Stitcher on Instagram, Kim here on FlossTube, will be linked in the description box below, where in which you are following a football team, be it pro, college. Somebody on the Full Coverage Fanatics Facebook group is reading a book series and is stitching according to how they do in the book series. Yeah, there's options aplenty. For this one, local high school team, what have you. Then you come up with some stats that you want to stitch for, make a decision whether you're stitching for preseason or not. Everybody's kind of got their own way of doing things, their own rules. It's very modular, customizable, what have you. So for me, I am following the Buffalo Bills, and I am stitching for preseason. If we do this again next year, and I have thoughts that I will, even if nobody else does, I will probably do this again next year. But I'm not going to stitch for preseason. Preseason is too stressful. It's too stressful and it doesn't count for anything. Yeah, I don't need to be watching every minute of a preseason game. I don't need that. So anyway, so the Buffalo Bills played in Chicago on Sunday night, and we lost 38-0. So it was a shutout. It doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't mean anything. Case in point, August 10th, 2024, the Buffalo Bills lost to Chicago 33-6 in preseason. And then we went on to have a really good season, capped off by Josh Allen winning league MVP. So it doesn't mean anything. If your team is not doing well this preseason, it's okay. It doesn't mean anything. We played no starters. So I gotta calm down is what it boils down to. So we had Josh Allen once again did not play in this one. I have mixed feelings about that too. Not playing starters, at least for a couple of series. Yeah, I have feelings. I'll talk to the powers that be in Buffalo about that. No Josh Allen rushing touchdowns, of course. We had no points on the board, so not stitching for any points on the board, which means that we obviously did not have any defensive or special team scores. We almost did, but it got called back. So no stitching for that. All three of our backup quarterbacks saw a little bit of time, and they combined for 103 passing yards. It was a very ineffective game. So yeah, I had to do 103 stitches. I did not take before and after photos for this one because it was 103 stitches. I will pull my park threads out of the way so that you can see the block that I finished and the one that I started. I did, again, do exactly 103 stitches. Exactly the number of stitches called for. I keep thinking that this is like the tip of a pencil. It's not. It's the tower. It's the turret of the tower. I just need to get further into it. But I keep thinking it's a pencil. So yeah, finished that block and then got started on the next one. So 103 stitches this week. I am now at 61,248 stitches done of 126,000 stitches total. I'm up to 48.61% complete. Something that I did not realize the last time I showed y'all this project that I did as I sat down to write down my numbers for this week is that I have done over 20,000 stitches on this piece this year. As of now, I have done 20,392 stitches on this one this year. So that's pretty cool. A third of what I have complete, I have done this year. So yeah, very, very cool. I'm enjoying this project so very much that I would really, really, really like some more stats. Fellas, help me out. Yeah, so we'll see. We have our third and final preseason game this Saturday. I think it's Saturday night. We're playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I have a feeling that the starters will get some time. I am hopeful that they'll get some time. I've been asked the question a couple of times lately, how on earth I came to be a Buffalo Bills fan, and that is a story for another day. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, and I gotta go pick up my kiddo here before too long. But yeah, yeah, I'll tell that story maybe next time. So let's talk about extraneous things. So plans, I am gonna put Within a Dream on my frame for this evening stitching and try to knock out that 600 stitches. And then Big Brother things. Saturday night we've got the last preseason game, so Gridiron Grind stitching will happen on Sunday and probably into Monday as well. We'll talk about that in the life update part. So yeah, so there's that. What else do we have as far as plans for the next week are concerned? That's pretty much it. I'm going to be working through Monopoly and working through Big Brother Stitchy Game. Hopefully trying to find some pockets where I can work on projects for more than little blips, as it has been for the last couple of weeks. So that's what we've got for plans. As far as haul is concerned, I mentioned how I don't have any haul, but I should. I just saw Carolyn of Seazook Stitch. I just saw her video from this past weekend, this morning, and she mentioned that the Janet Stever montage pieces are being retired at the end of August. So I need to head over there and pick up spring, winter, and autumn on the off chance that I decide to stitch the whole set. So that's something to be aware of if you have seen the seasonal montages and you've wondered about getting them. Now appears to be the time. So I will link the Janet Stever portion of Pain Free Crafts website in the description box of this video if you want to head over there to pick those up. Yeah, just a heads up, those appear to be retiring. I also need to make a decision on 6 portals. So making the rounds currently on FlossTube is 6 portals by Rose Cat Con. I was first alerted to this by Dawn Marie, DM's Crafty Vortex. And she said, have you seen this? And I said, oh, holy cannoli. I think those were my my exact words. Holy cannoli. So Rose Cat Con Pain Free Crafts released Rose Cat's 6 portals. This is a very large chart at like 970,000 total stitches if you stitch all 6 together. I need to probably go ahead and get that and make a decision on if I'm going to try to stitch all 6 or start with 1. I've heard folks talk both directions. It would be an absolutely massive piece. It would be my biggest. I don't have a million stitch project. So things to think about, but yeah, I'll have inserted a preview of it. It's so cool. It's one of those pieces that the longer you look at it, the more you find things, which is the case that I have found with all of the RoseCon pieces. My magic study is like that. The more you look at it, the more you find things. So yeah, that's gonna have to happen. But otherwise, that's it for haul. I'm not trying to be too spendy. Okay, so we're gonna head into a life update and then get you on the way. Short update here. My husband was at his board gaming weekend and he said he slept like a total of, I think, 8 hours over the 3 nights. Combined 8 hours. So it's not bad. He slept a little bit. He took some naps. And he had a lot of fun. He did not want to come home, which is not surprising, but he did. Sunday afternoon. Yesterday was my brother's birthday. So if you are still watching at this point, in the comments, if you could just wish Matt a happy birthday in the comments, I would so appreciate that. And I will, if he doesn't watch this on his own, he doesn't watch all of my videos. Sometimes he catches them. I don't even think he watches all the way through for those that he does watch. But I'll send him over here. So if you want to wish him a happy birthday, he turned 36 yesterday. 36. Which is strange because I'm only 25 and I'm the older sister. Nobody's going with that. All right, that's fine. But yeah, just wish him a happy birthday. My daughter and I, we called him and he was working. So we sent him, you're in your 30s when. But we sent him a video message and my daughter sang him happy birthday. So yeah, it was pretty cool. This coming weekend is the Old House Winery Stitching Group meetup, and I am very much looking forward to it. I love that group. They are a lot of fun, and I look forward to our meetups all the time. So that is this Sunday. If you are within driving distance anywhere close-ish to Culpeper, Virginia, let me know. Get at me on social media and come stitch with us. It's a good few hours. We're there from 1 to, our event says 4, but we're there till the last one leaves, which is sometimes closer to 5. I'm going to be there probably a little bit early so I can grab some lunch. They have great food. I've enjoyed everything that I've had there. So yeah, that's the plan for this Sunday. And then Monday we do WIPGO draws. Can you believe it? We are towards the end of the month and it's time for WIPGO draws for September. So before I see you again for my next regular update video, I'll have another Big Brother video coming out this weekend and WIPGO. And I just saw yesterday Great British Bake Off has announced that their new season airs on 2nd September on Channel 4 in the UK. And so for us, I think it's the following Friday is when it drops on Netflix for us here in the States. And the rules are different across the planet. Netflix Canada has a different rule. I think they have to wait a couple of extra weeks. Bake Off is coming back. the Great British Cross Stitch Baking Show stitching challenge is going to kick off like 2 weeks. Yeah, we have 2 weeks left. So I will be doing a short intro video on that. I saw that we have a cast list, so I can start putting together worksheets for that. So keep your eyes peeled for that. If you are looking for information on Great British Baking Show, Cross Stitch Challenge, that is forthcoming. So that's everything. And so I am going to head off here, get this edited and posted before I go pick up my munchkin, find out how day 3 went. They had sharing today, so show and tell, and so I'll be curious to know how that went for her. She was a little nervous. So I'm gonna head off. Happy stitching, everybody. As always, be kind. I will see you in the next one. Take care.